back to a brand new vlog. I haven't vlogged for the last few days. It's actually Thursday today, and if you can tell, it's so echoey in the kitchen. I have cleared it all out yesterday and I started painting because I want to do a mini kitchen revamp, which is why I'm in my painting tracksuit right now. It's not going to be anything huge. It's going to be very simple, very kind of inexpensive, easy way to revamp this space and make it feel a lot nicer, a lot more my style, a lot brighter area and much more functional. So as you guys probably know, oh my goodness, my hands are so dry. I'm just gonna put some hand cream on. As you guys probably know, because I think I've mentioned it before, we are planning to do a big kitchen refurb. So our plan is to take out this wall behind me, which is the laundry room. This will be going and it will be much more open plan. It will completely open up this space, make it much more brighter, much lighter, and basically just open plan living, which I've grown up with open plan living. I had that in my old house with my family, and it's always just been something that I've loved. When you don't have that, you really notice a shift in dynamic and kind of the functionalities of a space. So it's something that I really love. Lots of people don't love open plan, they like to have things in rooms, but for me, I just really like it. It's much more sociable. I love that I can be cooking and Jack, or in the future our family, can be on the sofa or watching TV or playing games on the floor if we have children, and I can see everything and I'm still involved. It's just something that I really love. That is a future plan. However, the stuff that we want to do is quite a big project. We need planning, we need to save up a lot of money. I also don't really want to kind of scrimp on the kitchen appliances that I'd like and the layouts and moving things and just making it as functional as possible. I don't really want to miss out on things because we haven't saved up enough money, so I would rather wait. I would much rather prolong the process and wait longer, whether it's going to be an extra year or an extra 6 months or whatever it's going to be, so that we can do it properly and how we want. That's just how I am with life. I'd much rather wait and get the thing that I want than rush and get something that I don't really love. So in the meantime, I want to do a mini kitchen revamp, and I basically just want to refresh this space very inexpensively. Obviously we own our house, so we can do whatever we want, but I feel like this is going to be some quite good tips for if you are renting and you want to refurb a space or freshen it up or make it a bit more your style very easily and non-invasive. It's not going to harm anything. Obviously you probably might not be able to paint, but you might be able to do a couple of these ideas. So I'm going to share the process with you. Obviously we are doing about 10 rooms at once, so it's a little bit overwhelming, but I just really wanted to crack on with this kitchen space, and I was just getting a bit sick of it, to be honest. Everything in this room was very yellow and very kind of magnolia yellow tones, which I just don't love. I find it quite dark and claustrophobic and a little bit kind of depressing. So I wanted to really lift and brighten this space, make it much more airy, make it much more functional, and yeah, that is my plan. So yes, I've already painted 2 coats. I think I'm going to do another 1, potentially 3, but to be honest, the white has covered really well. The corners, I still need to do some more cutting in. Probably I need to do more coats on the corners, but it's looking amazing. I've painted all of the window frames because they were also painted in magnolia. The back of the door, I think I'm going to paint the stable door in a different colour just to make it stand out a little bit more. But yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I think it looks really good. So let me talk you through my plans for this room, what we're going to do, and then I'm going to crack on. Hopefully you can see on the camera how much brighter this room is looking. I am honestly so pleased. You can just see how much brighter the white has made this room. It's just so much better. So this is the stable door that I was talking about. I think I'm going to paint this in one of the colours from the staircase because I still have so much left over. I also still need to go around all the little bits where I've done the cutting in just to freshen that up because I don't think the paint has stuck that well, and I think I've only done one coat on here, so I need to do a few more, but it is looking so much better. So you can see above here, this is the colour that it was previously, and you can just tell straight away how much better it looks white. It's just so much brighter. So I need to also paint above here and also above this little bit as well today and just get that done. And my plan for the kitchen, so you know that we already wrapped the work surfaces with this marble vinyl. Obviously we own the house, so we don't really need to do that. We could change it, but it's just a really good temporary fix if you don't want to spend the money on permanent things and you just want a quick fix. We did this literally, I think it was a couple of days after we'd moved in, and I just think it completely transforms the kitchen already. So we were talking about changing these tiles, which I'm very desperate to do. We were kind of discussing about taking the tiles off and retiling it with a marble herringbone pattern sheet tile, which you can actually get from B&Q. They're quite inexpensive and they're quite easy to do. Jack can just do it himself. And I think it will be really effective. We're going to be living in this kitchen for a year, 2 years, who knows how long. And I want it to feel nicer, so I think it's better to just do that. So that is our plan. And then if I take you into the laundry room, I don't think I've really shown this room before, just because it's a little bit chaotic, but the layout of this room has just been the same since we moved in. So we had this fridge that was left, which we've been using, super old. The washing machine is under this little work surface. And then behind the door is a chest freezer. You can just see how like sad this room looks with this magnolia and the orange lighting above. So we're getting rid of this. We don't need a chest freezer. Like honestly, we have about 4 things in there, and we're gonna get a new fridge freezer. This is just where we keep the bin, and then there were some cabinets on the wall. There was a big one here and then one here as well. We actually took this one off because I kept hitting my head on it and it was really getting in the way. And we've taken the doors off this one and just basically kept it as storage for now because I don't know where to put all this stuff. So this is just storage for now. But this room is going to get a very big transformation. So yesterday I wrapped the work surface with the marble vinyl, and I also started to paint this section. So you can see I've done a little bit of white on this section. My plan for this room is we are going to get a new fridge freezer, which is going to stay in this position, but it's going to be taller, much better. We'll have freezer at the bottom. We're going to keep the washing machine here. This unit will stay here. I think we might put a little shelf in this alcove, and then I can put all the laundry products on here in like nice glass jars, make it very functional, very pretty, very aesthetic, and I'll actually have some more space and I don't have to use all the work surfaces. And then on this side of the room, it's quite difficult to show because it's quite a small room, but in this side, we are actually going to have a bit of a pantry. So obviously this is a fairly large area and you can see the depth of this wall. So we have quite a bit of space. So I've got a couple of ideas. Firstly, I'm thinking to have an IKEA wardrobe in here with tons of shelving, tons of storage, baskets, and basically use it for a pantry. I can have all the dried food, all the jars, and then also have a section for all of the crockery and glassware and things like that. And then one section over here can be for the bins, so everything's tucked away. So sorry, my camera keeps going out of focus. I think my camera's broken. And it will be floor to ceiling. It will all be covered in with doors. I can paint it. It would just look really neat and tidy. But my second idea is to have a work surface. So to have a lower cabinet, maybe a couple of IKEA drawers. I can obviously use it for storage, but I also have an additional worktop, and then maybe put some higher cabinets going along the top. But I don't know if that's very practical because I can't reach up to here. That's really high up. So I don't know if that's really practical, and it would be better to just have tons of shelving along the bottom. That is my current plan. I want to just get some bits from IKEA, use the paint that we've already got, change the tiles, and then I think this room will be feeling amazing. Also, in terms of furniture and like layout, Our dining table is going to go in the dining room. We're actually going to change the floor in there, and we are going to go for an LVT, exactly the same as what we had in the living room, but we are going for longer, wider planks, just because I thought that if we have herringbone throughout the whole downstairs, it's a bit crazy on the eyes and I think it's a bit intense. I'd much rather have it in the living room, the office, and then the main bulk of the house can be long planks. It's also much cheaper and much quicker and easier to fit, so those kind of factors just made me want to do it. My god, my hands are so dry. Hopefully, I've ordered some samples for that. I'm trying to match the colour up to the living room, and actually they do the same colour in the long planks from that range. So I've ordered a bunch of samples just to see what they're all like, and then I can order that floor and get that down in there. And then we can move the dining table out into that space and I can style it up with a sideboard, some artwork, make it feel a lot nicer. Probably revamp the fireplace a little bit and maybe put some armchairs or a really casual sofa or something like that. And then in here, I'm very excited because on IKEA, they do an island, like a kitchen island type thing. It's made out of wood and it seats two, I think it only seats 2 bar stools, which is fine because there's only 2 of us. And if we had people over, we would sit at the dining table anyway. But it's going to be amazing for this space because, as you can see, we've got the bracket on the wall. So the TV can go on the wall here, and we're going to have the island in that big space over there with a couple of bar stools. I'm probably going to paint the island the same colour as the door. So it will be, I think, Mouse's back, or I might do the lighter colour, which I've used on the stairs. Just to add a little bit more tone and texture into the room, we are going to get some blinds put up on this window and that window, and probably put some artwork. I'm going to make some new artwork to go on that wall, get a nice little light to go up on this light. Probably a really nice lampshade. I've actually seen one from Zara Home that I really love. It's like a really big kind of linen-y paper lampshade. And then this room will be feeling amazing. I was thinking about getting maybe like a rug to go down here, like a jute runner or something. I'm not keen on these red tiles, don't get me wrong. They're not my favourite. They get so dirty and they just don't look clean, which I don't like. But we're not going to bother changing the floor in here. It's perfectly fine. We'll just live with it, it doesn't matter. I'm trying to juggle like client work, emails, my home account, my YouTube editing, the home reno. There's just so much in my brain. So yes, busy day ahead. Later, I can't believe where the morning's gone, but I have finished the 3rd coat and I've also painted on top of all of the cabinets, so I'm very pleased. I've also taped up and done the 1st coat on the back of the door, so I thought I'd show you how it's looking. Obviously it will look a lot better without the green tape, but I decided to I wasn't going to do it today, and then I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to do it because I think it will really finish off the space, and I'm hoping that I should be finished painting today, so I can clear everything up and get this room nice. I decided to go for the light grey number 17 from Farrow & Ball because I used this on the back of the front door and I really love the colour. I think it's gorgeous. So yeah, very pleased with it. I think it's looking so nice. And I'm thinking to do the middle island that's going to fit here in the other colour of the stairs, so it's a bit darker. So we've got like the lighter front door and then the darker island and then the very bright tiled kitchen and the wood. I think it's all gonna work really nicely. Oh my goodness, it is many hours later and I've got changed. I've freshened up a bit. I have finished painting and I am so happy. It looks so good. I still need to go over the doors one more time because the paint hasn't really clung to the doors that well, so I am gonna go over those one more time, and I might need to do another set of cutting in. But apart from that, I am done. I'm done with like the main rolling and stuff, so I'm very pleased. So I've had a bit of a tidy up. I finished painting the door. It's feeling really good in here. I still need to attach the little fixings onto the stable door, but I'm going to show you how it's looking. So my mini kitchen revamp is looking really good and I'm so pleased with it. So I've got our dining table in here for now, and I've put a little bit of art on the wall that I did a while ago, painted the door, I've just added a couple of little styling bits here and there. I've put the TV back up, and I also brought in this plinth with a lamp just to add a bit more coziness in the evenings. I'm thinking I might see if Jack is able to move these plugs because they're a bit of an eyesore and I don't really know why they're so high up. So it'd be good to have them like much lower down where you normally would have a plug, just so you can't see all of that. And I might get a different lamp to go here. I've just popped this here for the minute. But yeah, love the door colour, very pleased with it. I think it looks so nice, very in keeping with the rest of the house and the style of everything. So once we've done the tiles in here, oh my goodness, it is gonna look absolutely amazing. I think it's actually gonna make the wooden cabinets really kind of perform a bit better and look so much more refined. But yes, very pleased. I love it. I'm so happy. Morning everyone, happy Friday. It's a brand new day. I haven't picked up my camera yet this morning and it's already midday. I can't believe how quickly the day is going, so I thought I would quickly pick it up. I've got lots of bits to show you today, but I thought I'd show you my outfit because it is such a miserable day today. It's really cold and grey, and I think it's going to be pouring down later, so I wanted to wear something cozy. So I have gone for this old knit from Zara. I absolutely love this. It's just a really easy throw on chunky knit that's really warm. I love this as a layering piece as well. This is actually from Zara Man. I got this in the sale a while ago. And then I've just got my classic white jeans on that I love, just to give me that little bit of summer. And then I've also popped on my Celine belt just for a little bit of tan. And yeah, this is my outfit with my slippers that honestly cause me so many casualties because they're way too big for me and I trip over in them constantly. But anyway, I have spent the morning very productively sat on my laptop getting loads of bits done. I'm just gonna get my candlestick as my tripod. So it's currently midday and I've been sat here on the sofa on my laptop getting loads of edits done because if you don't know, I have a platform on Like to Know It, which is basically a creator's shopfront. So you can download the app, it's available for anyone to download, and you can basically shop all creators, wardrobes, makeup bags, homes, all sorts of things like that. And I create different edits that you can shop from. I also share daily outfits, beauty, home products, random things that I found that I love. And I've recently started doing a bit of a kind of splurge and save segment. So I'm finding amazing pieces at lower prices and then giving you like a side-by-side example of them. So I've been working on some edits this morning for my account, and if you're not following me, my name is just laurengrace life, same as Instagram, but I really recommend it, especially if you're somebody that often likes to look at items that people have shared or you want to buy through creators like myself. It's such a good platform. Basically the way that it works is I would earn a small amount of commission on any items that you buy through my links, whether that's through the app itself, through Instagram, through YouTube description box. And it's basically a way for me to earn a little bit of extra money from doing all of the work of like finding the links and creating the shoppable edits and things like that. It's a very small amount. It varies from brand to brand. Sometimes it could be 5%, sometimes it could be 10%, sometimes it's as low as kind of 2%. So it really does vary. But yeah, it's just a great way to support the creators that create loads of content for you to enjoy. So it's such a nice way. I always make sure that if there's something I want to buy, I ask my friends or creators that I know in the industry if they've got any links or discount codes that I can use to support them. And yeah, it's just really good. So I thought I would let you know about that in case you don't know, because I don't think many people are really aware of what Like to Know It is, and I think it's an absolutely incredible platform. So I'm in the living room again, and this is literally my favourite room in the world, partly because it's the only room that's finished, but also because I just love this room so much. So I haven't got long. My friend is actually popping over this afternoon for a quick coffee. And then I'm going to be back to doing all of my jobs before going to the pub this evening. So I wanted to give you a quick look at what I've been buying for the living room. I've picked up some gorgeous pieces on really quite affordable websites actually, so I thought I would give you a little mini homeware haul. Okay, first up, I bought some new coffee table books, and I actually bought 3. You're sitting on one right now, so I'm gonna have to move you. Sorry about the angle change. So I have got 3 new coffee table books to go on the coffee table, and I wanted to get some that were a little bit different. I think I always see the same coffee table books everywhere. That Soho Home, Eat, Sleep, whatever it's called, is everywhere, and I just want things that are more in line with me and not just for show, and I actually love them, and that I just don't see on every single person's Instagram story. So I got these ones, and I'm going to talk you through them. Firstly, I got this one, which is Abigail Ahan's new coffee table book called Masterclass, and I love Abigail Ahan. I followed her for a good few years now. She's an interior designer. I am so obsessed with her. She's kind of based in like New York, America, and her style is just so beautiful. I get so much inspiration from her. And this is basically an educational book. So she's got loads of tips in here, loads of tricks, loads of ideas for like hosting, and yeah, you can kind of see she's got like the 10 commandments. So such a good informative read. And I know that probably a lot of people buy books and don't really read them, but it's actually one of my favourite things to do when we're watching something on TV that I don't particularly love, like the football, the cricket, the golf, the Wimbledon, whatever it is that I don't really care that much about. I will still sit with Jack in the living room. Maybe it's a Sunday afternoon, we're having a drink or something, and I will flick through all my books and like take notes and get ideas and then correspond that with Pinterest, and I love it. It's my favourite thing. So yes, Abigail Ahan. This one I am so excited about. So my manager Amy actually introduced me to this designer, Colin King. He is the man behind Zara Home images, basically. His style is impeccable, absolutely stunning, flawless, chic design. I am obsessed with his style. And it's really funny because I've actually had this book in my basket on Amazon for a really long time, but I didn't really have the correlation between who it was and what he did with the book. And then when my manager told me this week about him, I realised, oh my goodness, this is the man about the book. So I ordered it straight away. This is called Arranging Things by Colin King, and it is just stunning. The book itself is beautiful, but the imagery, the composition of all the styling, it's just so beautiful. And I love how he sees like styling the home. He said he sees it as like a daily practice, and it's something that's like therapeutic and a really nice way to kind of wind down, which is exactly how I feel about it. So yeah, I haven't had a proper flick through yet, but the imagery is just beautiful and it's so my style. All of these tones and colours and textures I'm just in love with. So very excited to give this a read on Sunday. And then lastly, this one just popped up when I was looking at books and I thought it sounded really good and very me. So this is by a lady called Selena Lake, and it's called Heritage Style, a fresh new take on traditional design. And I just thought this was very in keeping with our house and our style and kind of the way that I want our house to be. So it's got some beautiful styling images, some really lovely vignettes and styling ideas and textures. It also does a lot of kind of bringing the outside in, which I obviously love. kind of adding those period features back into your home and character. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading that. It's kind of another educational one as well, which I really love. Okay, the rest of the things that I got I actually need to show you because they're kind of in situ and they're quite big. So we're gonna go on a tour. Okay, my new side tables. I am absolutely in love with these tables. They're from Zara Home, kind of nothing to write home about. I think Zara Home is kind of basic, but I think when you style them up in a certain way, they look absolutely stunning and I love them. I got 2 of them, so one here and one here. You guys know I really love symmetry, but I also really love balance. So I like a mix between having things identically the same, but also having that odd thing that doesn't really match. So I've gone for the 2 side tables here, and then also I found these lamps. Now I was looking at some lamps from the White Company that were very similar to this, and they were just quite expensive, and I wanted 2, and it was going to be over £100, and I thought, oh, just for 2 tiny little lamps, they're literally tiny. I didn't want to spend a lot, and I was just browsing on Amazon and I found these. They came in a set of 2 and they were £30 and they are perfect. Just a simple black stand, a really lovely kind of linen effect lampshade with this lovely ivory ribbon around the edge. Please ignore my nails, by the way. Oh my goodness, they are horrendous. And yeah, I just love them. They are exactly what I wanted for this space. They are so perfect. I just wanted something that's really going to add warmth to the sofas without being really obtrusive and big and in the way. And I think they do the job so well. What I also really love about these side tables is that obviously they are so versatile. I could move them around. If I wanted to, I could put them kind of over that side. I could have them in a different room. They're just going to go with everything, and they do actually do them in a few different colorways. I think they do a gold leg with a white marble top, and I think they might do 3, so I'm not sure what the 3rd one is. But I just loved the dark tones. I really wanted to bring a bit more dark texture to this room because the walls are super bright, so I wanted to add some more grounding features to the room. And I love them. I literally could not be happier with them. My next new thing is lit up in the corner. My new floor lamp, which I am so in love with. I've had this saved in my Zara Home saved folder for a really long time, and I'm so excited to finally have it in the space. It's a simple iron tripod lamp. It's such incredible quality, even just down to the hammered effect of the stand. I mean, it's probably not going to show up on camera, but I love it. I am so pleased with it. And of course, the gigantic linen lampshade. Again, amazing quality. I think it's amazing. It creates such an effect in this space and I love it. I just think it works so well. Obviously, it's all a bit messy because we still need to channel the wires into the wall. But once that is done, I just think that looks perfect. And that's kind of the idea that I was going for with the symmetry, with the table lamps, the side tables, the sofas, very identical and kind of carbon copies of each side. But then having the off balance with the window, the lamp, the wall light, although I might change that to a canvas, I'm not 100% sure yet. And then obviously we've got the baskets over there. I just love how this has turned out. And finally, you will have noticed we've got our new rug. I am so in love with the rug. It's honestly exactly what I imagined. I'm so happy with it. So this is from Ruggable and it's a collaboration with Jonathan Adler, who is an absolutely incredible designer. This is called the Chocolate Ink Drop style. And it's super thin, so it's a really good kind of durable rug, and you buy the rug on its own and then you also buy the rug pad, and it's kind of Velcro, so it works really well. And honestly, I just love it. It matches the tones of everything so well. Like even just giving you a little flat lay of that, how amazing do all those tones look together? Really contrasting with the marble, the kitchen garden cushions, the rug, the floor, just everything ties in so nicely. And I literally can't even put into words how happy I am.